My friends, thank you so very much for watching this video. We are winning the war to save pop culture from the cultural vandals that assail it, but we need your help. Please subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell, and from time to time check to make sure you haven't been unsubscribed by YouTube without your knowledge. It happens to random subscribers every day. I also started listing links to all my videos and live streams for free over at patreon.com/doomcock, and you do not have to be a member to view them. They're visible to the public for free. Thanks also to all of you who liked our videos and sent us a tip by clicking the super thanks button, and as always I promise to answer each and every super thanks I receive. Thanks for watching, everyone, and now on to the video. Castles Xanadu, dark, foreboding. On this stormy night at the center of the earth, it seems that the heavens themselves rage against the wokeness of the Walt Disney Corporation. Star Wars is a lame Disney princess franchise now. The MCU is the MCU. Disney makes mix-and-match adventures with scrapbooking by soulless AIs as devoid of imagination and talent as the snowflakes recruited under Disney's meritless-based hiring practices exposed by Elon Musk, and everything Disney touches turns to groan. I suspect that the scribe responsible for writing the Book of Revelations may have neglected to notice that the whore of Babylon was wearing Mickey Mouse ears and identifying as a dude. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today to let you know that the failures of the Walt Disney Company continue to mount in apocalyptic fashion as these woke propagandists keep failing to learn from their obvious mistakes, from Hollywood history, and from plain old common sense. Case in point, Captain America 4. My friends, in this video I want to share with you some new rumors I have received regarding what's going on with the reshoots for Captain America 4. This situation is really bad, folks. And it's kind of a perfect summary of what's gone wrong, not just with Marvel, but Star Wars and all of Disney as a whole, because from what I'm hearing, Captain America 4 is allegedly kind of a greatest hits album of dysfunction. If you had told me 8 years ago that a major motion picture studio would ever operate like Disney does these days, with all their scrapbooking, branching storylines, or, in the case of Captain America 4, no real storyline at all, I'd have said, lay off the wacky tobacco, dude. It's messing with your brain. But no, my friends, no. Apparently these days it is the Disney Corporation that is smoking the wacky tobacco, because strange things are afoot at the Circle KK, and it's looking like Captain America 4 is going to be a disaster.
Look, can we be frank here? This guy isn't Captain America. That guy there is the Falcon, a perfectly fine superhero in his own right. Captain America's partner since, what, the 70s? At best, this guy is Captain Falcon, if that's what you want to call him. But Captain America? Not so much.
This guy is about as Captain American as apple pie baked by Vladimir Putin with Russian beets. Of course, that has nothing to do with the current production difficulties you've rumored in your other videos, Doomcock, but I think that point goes unaddressed.
I agree with that, Skull of Calderon. I have nothing against Anthony Mackie. I think he's a good actor, but he's no Chris Evans, and he's no Captain America. Perhaps this production is floundering because the universe itself rebels at the notion that this Captain Falcon guy is Captain America, and so misfortune follows fast and follows faster, the unmerciful disaster that is Captain America 4. Folks, we have new details about nigh unto unbelievable levels of dysfunction on the set of Captain America 4, and we're going to discuss this situation in this video. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to my Hollywood spies from a source or sources claiming knowledge of the situation, but since I cannot personally confirm any of it, I am presenting this as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. So let's review a bit of what I previously reported for context, and then you'll better understand this latest update. On November 27th, 2023, I first received word that all was not well with the Captain America production. A source stepped forward and revealed the following information, quote, "The Captain America movie is a complete train wreck. This movie has been in the works before Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's had 6 names that I know of and has already been test screened and is already in reshoots. Yes, it's been test screened, and I'm told it scored even lower than the Marvels. I believe the highest score it got was in the 20s, as I recall. The Marvels were in the 30s to 40s, unquote. The source told us at the time that the plot of Captain America 4, which has since changed, but we'll get to that in a moment, is essentially very similar to the crap they were slinging on Captain America and the Winter Soldier. The source told us, quote, "The movie is basically that, but only 2 hours and 38 minutes. I don't know all the details, but it's basically Orange Man bad, cops kill blacks, and at the end of the movie there's another do-better speech," unquote. When asked why the source believed the film test screened so low, the source replied, quote, "Well, according to my friend, the most complaints were at the end of the movie and the speech. The speech was, white people are bad and need to do better, like reparations and being more inclusive of black people. One line that he said, according to my friend, was, when a white man walks down a street, if they see a black man, the white person will cross the street to get as far from the black man as they can," unquote.
Why can't Disney learn, dude? How can they be so blind?
Blinded by a snowflake storm, Harvey Cthulhu, that's how. Propaganda and gaslighting and brainwashing, that's all these cultural vandals care about. So let's flash ahead to a conversation I had after this report. I believe this conversation occurred the last week of December or early January with one of my Hollywood spies who gave me the following account verbally, which I summarized as follows, quote, "At that time, I was told that Anthony Mackie snapped on the set, threw a chair, and started yelling at the director something along the lines of, 'What the hell are we doing here? Where's the script? Can we just have a script?' On the set, in front of everyone, the director tried to calm Mackie down, but he kept going on about wanting to have a script. How can we be doing this without a script?" Yes, that's right, my friends. Quote, "From what this source is telling us, somehow, for some reason, they were trying to shoot sequences without a script. Anthony Mackie just kind of snapped, was asking, when are we going to get a script? Mackie reportedly pointed out, look, we're just wasting our time here. We'll shoot a bunch of stuff, and then in a few months we'll be back here redoing it," unquote. After that conversation, I received a follow-up via email. Quote, "Our source that we have confirmed is on set had this to say one day ago. The source is more convinced that Cap 4 doesn't have a script. Source says that what they're doing is shooting from a notebook that has notes on what they're supposed to do. According to the director, this is a way of getting ahead of themselves while they wait for the official script. This came from the director himself, as the director and Anthony were in another heated discussion over the way the reshoots were being handled. It's unclear just how long it will take to complete the rewrite. It is very clear to our source that Anthony's biggest concern is this movie may get canceled," unquote. And that brings us now to the latest rumors from our agent inside Marvel. On February 5th, I received the following from my Hollywood spies, and first off, the source wanted to clarify what Mackie was so upset about previously. Quote, "What the crew had been doing is reshooting fight scenes. The problem that Anthony has with this process is we are reshooting each fight scene at least 4 different ways, and unless I'm mistaken, it seems the main villain has been replaced. It's so confusing. I've never seen anything like this. And we still do not have a script. What we have is a notebook with fighting scenes outlines. Don't be surprised if this movie gets pushed back even further, like fall 2025 or possibly 2026. I'd also like to hammer home this movie was done last year and is in the process of being completely remade, including possibly a new villain." Ha!
Dude, this thing is going to play like a jigsaw puzzle assembled from a bunch of different puzzles with pieces that don't fit together, that's been pissed on by the family dog, whose name is Mr. Confused.
If these rumors are true, this thing is the perfect example of how Disney and Marvel have lost their way. Holy shit, folks. They're in production. They don't apparently have a final script. They're shooting fight scenes where they don't even know what villain Captain Falcon is fighting. I mean, is this any way to run a studio? Is it any wonder that all of these projects go vastly over budget and vastly underperform? This latest debacle is brought to you courtesy of BlackRock and Vanguard, building a worse tomorrow on the rubble of the ruined past. I will bring you more Captain America 4 rumors as they come in, my friends. Watch this space, but I'm telling you, oh my God, FUBAR is just SOP at the Walt Disney Corporation. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.